Here's a demonstration of what I've done. So here's CO2 molecules in two different phases. So you can see these ones at the bottom, those are solid phase. They wiggle, but they don't have freedom to move in space. The ones at the top are gas phase. They do have freedom to rotate and move in space. I did this with prefabs and making the prefabs have different components. So down here at the bottom, prefabs, I have three different prefabs, one for gas, liquid, solid. If we look at the gas, they all look the same molecularly speaking, but the CO2 gas has the mobile particle script, capsule collider with fairly high bounce, whereas the liquid has a attractive force calculator. So this is a script you already have. I put the strength of attraction at 0.25, and it only attracts other liquids. So the tag used is CO2 liquid. There's a new script, CO2 liquid script. It's kind of like the mobile particle script, but it's a little different. So you can look at that if you want to. And finally, the prefab for the solid has a capsule collider, low bounce. Uses the attractive force calculator script. Here the attractive force calculator script has a higher strength of attraction than the liquid, and it's only attracting other solid particles. Also has this new script called the vibrating ion script, and that's what makes them wiggle in place. So they do not have the mobile particle script because solids really aren't mobile particles. So then what I did is create these bigger prefabs. So this is a prefab, which is a set of 8 CO2 gas molecules. Here's a prefab that's 8 CO2 liquid molecules. And this is a prefab that has the liquid molecules with some bounding walls, which I found was helpful for keeping them in behaving like a liquid. This last one is 8 solids. So with these bigger prefabs, you can actually populate your scene more conveniently. So here in this scene, right now the CO2 solid set of 8 is active, but if I uncheck the box, then you see all 8 are gone. And now if I play it, I'll just see the behavior of the gas molecules alone. So for you, when you're doing this, in the beginning you have the dot going to single phases, right? No equilibrium. So you just want to put into this white box the proper phase. And maybe 8 is the right number, and maybe it isn't. That's something you'll decide, and we can fix the prefabs accordingly. But let's say it now should be liquid. Let's see if I can just make it liquid. So I would take away the gas, and I'm doing this manually, but you can do this with a script and say, okay, now it's a liquid, as it should be according to the phase diagram. Alright, so hope that's enough for you to get started with. Make yourself a new scene. I will give this one to you that has the prefabs in there, and you can activate them or not depending on your choices. This one looks kind of strange because I need to actually move the liquid particles higher. So let's move them up. And then that's not too bad, huh? So the liquid is floating above the solid and they're not overlapping, which may be what you want to show to students. Here's another thing you can do. This is the gas molecule prefab. The capsule collider has these layer overrides, which normally looks like this, but you can expand it. And I'm going to exclude the layer of liquid walls. So the liquid walls will not affect the gas molecules now that I've excluded them from layer override. So right now I've got the gas molecules on screen. If I activate the liquid molecules with their walls, let's see the scene. You can see here there is a wall here, but it should only affect the liquid molecules right now. Let's find out if that's true. Yeah, so you can see the gas molecules are being gas-like, and the liquid molecules are stuck into this bottom region here. So the gas molecules have freedom to go through, but the liquid molecules don't. There's one here that is a gas molecule. So that, there it is. It's just escaped. So that actually may be useful when you get to the equilibrium point to have one of the gases turn into a liquid, one of the liquids turn into a gas, that kind of thing. All right. Hope this is helpful to you, and that you get a chance to experiment with this, so that when we discuss maybe later, that you can ask me the questions that will help you do what you want to do.